Memorial Day, we're live and local. Hey, Evan, you're working Memorial Day, right?
Yep. 8-hour work week.
8-hour work week. Yeah, that's about right for you.
No, working from 8 to noon with Joe Spadoni. And then from noon to 4, it'll be Mark Grandy and Dan DeVoe. So we'll be live and local, 8 hours.
Hey, did you know it's tick season?
I really did.
Lyme disease is transmitted through the bite of infected ticks. Visit ATCO Pest Control's website today to learn more. And take control at atcopestcontrol.com. We'll be doing What's Bugging You in about 10 minutes. And let's welcome in Dan. Let's welcome in Dan Dibley and Mark Willard.
Yep.
See, I did it.
Read the script.
Yeah,
exactly.
I did exactly what I did.
Can't get mad at Evan for making you feel old if you literally on back-to-back days cannot remember the names of the other hosts at the station.
And I think we need to put the rat on the table, brought to you by ATCO Pest Control. How do you feel about the video that's come out about you being the worst texter on the station?
He fessed up.
I mean, it's, I don't know.
Can I tell you a story about that video?
Yeah, go ahead.
I tried to fake it and come up with a different name. I tried to run a bit and come up with a different name at this station as far as who was the most disrespectful texter.
You got a lot of nerve, Willard.
I tried to come up with a different name, and we did the video, and then Whitley comes back to me and was like, we got to do it again. Like, what you did is so far from the realm of believable. We're just basically going to need you to say Steiny.
Take 2.
Because we know that's the answer.
Today at 1:14, Willard texted me.
Oh.
He texted me health reasons.
Did you text
That's all
him
I
back?
said.
Health reasons.
He did.
He texted me back. 2 minutes later, I'm on the air.
You texted him on the air?
I texted him back. Oh, John Sterling? Question mark? He said, yeah.
You don't text me off the air.
Okay, now let me go back
now
a little
there's
bit.
an important distinction.
Let me go back.
Go ahead, Steiny.
Yeah.
I'm going back to the Willard thread that this was a big mistake. Hey, Mark, this was at 9 a.m. I hope I'm not telling his tale.
Wait a minute, when is it?
It's 9 a.m. April 5th.
Oh, God.
April 5th? Man.
Oh, this was a dumb one by me. This is so stupid.
I'm looking at it now.
I don't know why I did it.
Yeah, why did you do that?
I don't know. I thought you might have had some juice. Hey, Mark, what would be the best way to get a couple of Giants tickets to Monday night's game versus the Padres? Now, interestingly, he didn't get back to me on that one for 5.5 hours.
Oh.
Check your math.
He was working hard.
4.5.
Okay.
4.5 hours
4
later.
hours and 28 minutes.
I found out that Mark uses more traditional measures.
I was like, I have an idea. Do you have a credit card?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You want to get some Giants tickets? Get some Giants tickets.
Game time.
Like, you coming to me for you coming to me for freebies? Like I just have a closet that has tickets to every Giants game in it?
Right.
You and Dibs are Bay Area people, natives.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So you go way back with the Giants, way back. You know people there, and I just misconstrued. I thought you were still tapped in.
I think we should play for our audience, since we're referencing a social media video. We should not fall into the 2024 trap of assuming that everybody knows what the hell we're talking about.
You're right. Yeah.
So here it is, everybody.
Oh, it's Matt Steinmetz. That's easy.
Oh, that's Matt Steinmetz. That's 100%.
It's Matt Steinmetz.
It's Matt Steinmetz.
Steiny.
That would be Matt Steinmetz.
The answer's Steiny. Come on. We know it. Steinmetz.
Me. It would probably be me.
I have unread messages and unanswered text messages from Steiny from when I got here, 2018.
And it's because all the other hosts, what they text oftentimes isn't worth reading. And so because they've set that precedent, that's what ends up happening is I don't end up reading the text. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to say myself.
Yeah, it's a fact.
Well,
it's a fact.
I will say this. I don't know what happened. Was this a New Year's resolution? Because now that you have me on our thread, I'm scrolling.
Oh.
And you are incredibly responsive.
Thank you. That's because
in 2024.
Well,
in 2023, I literally wish you a Merry Christmas and look forward to our special show the next week, and got absolutely left on silent.
Oh,
there's well, it all ties in. The reason
Christmas night, and you didn't have time to say Merry Christmas.
There's a reason that in 2024 I get right back to Willard. It's because I'm afraid of him. So I do get right back to Willard, but nobody else.
You start rolling through 2023, and you were very unresponsive. What I didn't know that I was your New Year's resolution.
Yeah, I
didn't know.
I'm tired of hearing it. I'm just tired of hearing it from people.
The funniest part about it is,
I mean, nobody's worse than Guru.
What do you mean?
That stuff he sends on Instagram, like
that is weird.
3 times a day.
That is weird.
It's
come on.
Yeah, no, you get messages from Guru, and they could be about anything.
It's a tune out. I don't even look.
I love getting messages from anyone, but it's just like it could be about anything. Like normally there'd be like, oh, hey, remember we were talking about this earlier? Check this out. It could be about anything.
A lot of times it's about 2 rappers that I've never heard of who have a beef, and somebody called the other guy out and used terms that I've never heard of before.
He's trying to give you content for the show.
Sure.
But the thing is, Steiny, what you will do, which I don't know if a lot of people do, what you will do is you will spam text into a chat or to an individual.
What does a spam text mean?
Well, like you'll just have a string of thoughts. So you got to get them out. And so you will text me a string of thoughts, and I don't know, out doing whatever I'm doing at the grocery store, walking the dog. And if I don't respond within 30 minutes, I will get I guess I'm talking to myself here.
No, I usually say good talk.
Yeah. Right. It'd be something passive aggressive. No.
Well, I mean, you're 30. You're 30 years old.
Yeah. So if anything, I got more stuff going on. I'm busy.
No, if anything, you're more of a slave to your phone, so you should be able to get back to me in a hurry.
My screen time is down, brother.
Well,
attaboy. I got from 8 hours a day to like 7 hours and 14 minutes.
Yeah, 3.5. Yeah. 3.5.
I was doing well, but now I'm playing Words with Friends again. So
oh, you're back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Somebody saw me playing Words with Friends, and they said it was a great game in 2016.
Ooh, that's tough.
Yeah. I'm still pretty good at it, though.
Speaking of screen time, the screen time little notification that you get at the end of the week.
Yeah.
I snapped a picture of my dad's phone one time. This is like a year and a half ago, and I literally posted it to Instagram because it's the funniest thing I've ever seen. I'm sitting there at his place, and it pops up on his phone, and it says, your screen time was down 15% this week for an average of 3 minutes a day. I was like,
down from 4 minutes.
I was like, goals. Dad, I've never wanted to be you more than right now.
He's probably like, that's a lot.
He's like, yeah.
Totally.
He's like, I've been on this thing for 15 minutes this week. This is out of control. Oh my God, it was the funniest thing I'd ever seen.
That's so great. I'm just looking at our thread, and I went all the way back to 2021, which is when I got my new phone. So you and I have texted each other for 14, 15 years, whatever. Like Mary Page is, 17 now?
Yeah.
So, I mean, we became friends when she was 1 or 2, and I'm looking back at Christmas 2021, and I said, hey, bro, you want to come over and help me woo my future in-laws? And you said, all you. And then I said,
that's going to be a no from Matt Dog.
And I said, I know, just thinking about you. Maybe we can meet up tomorrow. I've got a 15-miler in the early a.m. And he said, keep in touch. That's me and Steiny from 2.5 years
I love
ago.
it. I love
Pretty
it.
funny. Anyway.
Yeah, just get the close, plans changed.
Right. And, for me, it's like, yeah, I'm doing a 15-mile run. And he's like, yeah, best of luck and all the rest of it. So.
The biggest mistake you make is that you have your messages, you still have the red notification that you send, which you can't do that.
At this level, yeah.
Yeah, at this level.
What do you mean?
When you get to the pros. Okay, in the minors of texting, you keep the reds on, or you do it for specific
people.
people.
What are the reds? I don't know what you're talking about.
It means we can see if you've read the text or not.
Yeah.
Oh,
how?
geez.
So when I get
because
left
a little
on red,
word comes up and says read at 1:23 p.m. So in other words, when you see the text, we can see that you saw it.
It's like, I'll text
so it's
you
like
right
even
now.
more offensive if you don't respond to it. It's called being left on red.
The glasses are on. The glasses are on.
Why don't I get any reds when other people read them?
Because it's up to the sender.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a thing that
You know what
can
it is,
set.
right?
It's a notification sensation.
Don't shy away from
No,
it.
but it's not. Like, it's a setting. It's a setting. You go in there, and for each individual
you,
person,
Greg.
you can set whether or not you want read notifications.
So I just texted
To
you.
let people know if you've seen the text or not.
Right.
You looked at the text, and I see red at, well, I'm a military time, but 1:56 p.m.
Look at you.
You have
So-
a tiny phone, Evan.
iPhone 10 mini.
Size matters.
Another reason I'm not on it.
Wait a minute.
But I have been told that you've read this message. So now when you don't respond,
don't like
I know
this
that
at all.
you've
Yeah.
seen my message.
Is this a new feature?
No, give me. Hey, perfect. Give me your phone. I'll take your read notifications.
It's very
off.
easy to turn off in the settings.
Yeah, just go into.
No, this is one
Well,
of the things
first you
that I'm
gotta find
trying
settings.
to figure out how to do this kind of stuff myself.
Right. Okay.
Right.
All
You're
right.
building a heat lamp on Saturday. You can turn your red notifications off.
Wait, you're building a heat lamp?
Assembling.
Okay.
Not really.
For the back patio?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's one of those triangular ones with the, it's not the.
Oh, it's triangular.
Yeah,
okay.
It's one of those.
You could build a heat lamp, but you don't know what read notifications are.
I'm pretty good with IKEA furniture.
Blue
Okay.
collar.
I am.
Yeah.
That's actually good to
that
know.
That being said, you had to call in my ex-wife at the
Right.
time to assemble 4 chairs.
Yeah, and
That was 2017, maybe?
probably
Even earlier. I mean, we're going back.
I've learned
Where?
to do things on my own.
You have.
That's
Yeah.
nice. At this age, it's good.
Yeah. All right. Listen. Well, already it's tick season. So right now, let me tell you about the What's Bugging You segment, brought to you by ATCO Pest Control on Friday.
Yeah, I know what Grandy's going to say to you, even though I can't hear him.
There's something coming before,
He's
I
like, if
believe.
you're going to read something, why don't you just do the legal? It would have been a lot
You can read it after.
more
You're
seamless.
listening to 95.7 The Game. You really are.
Yeah.
Reset.
KGMZ, Steiny.
They used to have a liner that, a machine used to do this. Like,
Yep.
The person didn't have to do this.
A machine.
That guy, what's his name? Elvis or whatever, the big guy who lives in Salt Lake or whatever, that they send all the sound to.
Steve Stone.
Yeah, Steve
Yeah.
Stone.
You know, Elvis.
You also broadcast for the White Sox. All right. Wait a minute. Hold on.
That's true.
3, 2, and
1. You're listening to 95.7 The Game, KGMZ, FM and HD1 San Francisco. Always live on the free Odyssey app, Twitch and YouTube, powered by First NorCal Credit Union. It's time for What's Bugging You.
Yay!
Sponsored by ATCO Pest Control. And who wants to start?
I'll go first.
Okay.
It's for me, it's something we talked about earlier in the week, and I'm all about like premium events. It's great, but for me, it's ticket fees. If you're gonna hit me with a ticket charge, fine. And my sister, Hurricane Gale, love her, she'll turn 60 on December 30th, and the Lions are in town to take on the Niners. And so she texted me and she said, "Hey, I'm getting 8 tickets. Do you want to go?" And I said, "Sure. How much?" And she said, "It's going to be $440." And I said, "Man, that sounds like a lot." She said, "Yeah, it's $350, but $90 a ticket and ticket fees." And I said, "What the absolute front door are you talking about?" And I looked, $90 for a ticket fee. For what? For who? For what?
The processing.
Right.
A machine.
For me is a bunch of bullshit.
Because they can.
Yep.
Because they can.
No, because they can, but why do they? And I know why they do, but I don't like it, and it bugs me. I'm all about, okay, if you want to charge me $350 for the seat, fine, $350, and you want to hit me for tax, which is already 10%, so now it's $350 becomes $385. I get that, but you're going to tack on $90 for absolutely nothing. I hate it.
Well,
and it makes me not want to go anywhere.
What they really should do is stop calling it that. Just make the ticket $440.
Right.
Don't have any fees. That's what a lot of apps are doing now. Like they're like, we're the no fee ticket place. It's
Right.
just like where your tickets are just more expensive.
Exactly.
It's the same thing. You know what? It's a huge part of their business model. It's funny you bring that up because I told you about that concert. You know, the one where George Kittle and Brock Purdy went crazy?
Right,
Luke
right.
Combs. Luke Combs. I bought tickets to that event without realizing that we couldn't go. And so I buy the tickets, but then they're good tickets, so it's fine. And it was well ahead of time. So I was like, no problem. I put them right back on, and they sold in a day. And I probably should have sold them for more, but I didn't. I sold them for what I bought them for. but I'm out the fees. And my question,
the fees.
well, I wanted to call them. I'm like, I never received your tickets.
Right.
So why should I pay the fees? You have a ticketing fee. I never got the ticket. I literally was a conduit. I just scooped it and sent it right on to someone else. I never received anything. I never beeped anything. No barcode, never went.
Right.
Why am I out the whatever it was, $50 for the fees when I never got the ticket?
Yeah.
I was never ticketed.
You were never ticketed.
Well,
Exactly.
so anyway, I feel you.
And I know you feel me, and I know everyone out there is like nodding alongside, but as a consumer, it makes me not want to go anywhere. It makes me want to go to the parking lot and walk up to somebody, tickets, who got tickets, because there's no ticketing fee. When you meet a guy in the parking lot and he says, I got a couple of good ones, they're $40 a piece. Okay, they're $40 a piece. He or she is not going to hit you with, while we're here, it's going to be $40 a piece plus $12.50 for my handling fee. No, it doesn't work that way.
It's true.
But it does, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I'll tell you what's bugging me, but let me put a little.
What's bugging you,
Let me
Steiny?
put a little caveat on it. Usually it's what's bugging you, like what annoys you, what irks you. I'm not using bugging in that way today. I'm using bugging as something's on my mind. Like there's something that's on my mind that's
eating at you.
troubling me.
Yeah. Okay.
And what it is I've got this unfair reputation for being a little bit aloof, and I know we've got a team function next Friday.
Yeah, in a week. Yeah.
Yes, and I was looking forward to it. However, I've just found out that we are having a graduation party on Friday next week for my daughter who graduated from high school.
Well, first of all, congratulations
Thank
to
you.
her.
Awesome.
And it's starts at 4:30.
Oh,
Mary Page is a high school graduate.
Correct.
I don't know if I'm okay with that.
Well,
I'm not ready for it.
Go on.
I mean,
and I know
we
I'm
can't be here already, can we?
yes, we can.
do you know what my favorite part of this is that normally both of the parents are aware of when the party is going to be scheduled.
Well,
This is a new one because
You're saying
none of
this
the
is
parents-
as if something arrived in the mail. You're
None of
like,
the-
I've been invited to something that starts at
I got an
4:30
invite at my own house.
At my house that I'm paying for.
I'll do you
Last
one
week I thought it was
better.
at 5:30.
I'll do you one better. None of us knew. Mary Page just started inviting people over, and parents included.
Oh, boy. No, well, you can't go. But I know what you're
To the
saying.
graduation
to your
party.
own party.
To the
Exactly.
party.
I mean-
Exactly.
No, you
If,
can't.
if there were no adults, obviously I wouldn't have to go.
No, but I mean, you can't go to the station function.
No.
I know.
You can't go.
I know.
And we're going to
like,
have to deal with that.
And
Well,
I'm
then it's
I'm
canceled.
already annoyed because I'm going to have to hear it from you all for the next 3 months about
Well, yeah.
not doing the team function.
Well, you're
send you-
ducking it. Is what's
We'll
happening.
send you text messages you won't respond to. It's going to be fine. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. I thought
so my heart and my head are heavy right now.
Well, I understand that. Maybe this will get your mind off. You want to know what's bugging me?
Sure.
Lucas Alexander is
Doncic?
bugging
Oh.
me.
No.
But a lot of our audience is like, who? So Lucas Alexander is our producer. It's not just Lucas, it's people like him. There are a lot of people like him. Yes, call Lucas into the room so he can hear this. This is
Adults?
directed at him. No, not just adults.
They're listening out there.
Okay,
You can hear.
make sure that he's listening. This is in a way not his fault, but yes, Lucas, you can't do this stuff in an industry, in a sports media industry. You cannot. How old are you, Lucas? How old is he, Grandy?
I'm 31, Mark.
He's 31. All right, you guys all tell me. And how old are you, Evan?
29.
29. You are younger than Lucas Alexander.
I got T-shirts
Allegedly.
older than you.
Let me run a test.
Okay.
Hey, E-Dog, do you know who Lee Steinberg is?
No.
Okay.
Oh my God.
You are now Lucas and people like him because you make me feel unnecessarily old.
Have you seen the movie Jerry Maguire?
Oh, yeah, of course.
I'm not.
It's based on Lee Steinberg.
I love the young people.
Get
She's
off
a granny.
that guy.
I'm not, air quotes, that old.
Well,
I haven't even celebrated 50 yet.
although
This guy's still
We're
alive.
getting there. This guy's still alive. He is the agent for the best player on the planet, the best player
He was.
on the planet.
He got fired.
Well, whatever. He was, even as recently as last year, the agent for the guy the Niners can't beat.
Oh.
He also has an entire movie starring Tom Cruise all about him.
Yeah.
And we wanted to talk with all of the Niners' contractual situation. We were talking earlier today about people who might be good to talk on this. I said, well, I know Lee Steinberg. Let me fire Lee a text. And Lucas goes, who?
Oh, God.
Now my day's ruined. Now my day's ruined.
I'm reading about this guy. He's pretty cool.
Oh, my God.
I'm reading about this guy.
I mean, it's like I didn't watch Ernie Banks play, but I know who he is.
Exactly.
How do you not know who Lee Steinberg is?
Because these kids today, and I'm looking at you and Grandy.
See, these are the statements I don't want to make, though. I don't want to say phrases like that.
Carter, I'm not afraid to.
I know you're
and
not.
Lucas
Well, you're older
and all
than
the
I am.
rest of these barely whippersnappers, you're catching up to me, Captain 50. These kids don't have the same appreciation for what came before them as we do. They don't give a crap, these kids at their age. And I talked to my son who's, closer to your age, Evan, than he is to our age, and he doesn't have the same idea about history as we did. When we grew up, we thought about World War II and what came before us. And, like you said, Ted Williams and Ernie Banks and Roberto Clemente and Willie Mays, and these guys are like, oh, Barry Bonds? I've heard of him.
Ernie Banks is in 99 in MLB The Show.
Exactly. A video game.
Grandy, did you know who Lee Steinberg was?
Yes, I did.
Okay, you can stay.
I also did.
Congrats, you can stay.
Is it just from the movie?
No.
I think he was Steve Young's agent, too, wasn't
It
he?
was?
Yeah, Troy Aikman, apparently.
This is accurate.
Yeah.
He's a big boy.
And I know him from when we had him on Radio Row with Jolo and Dibs.
One of the greatest stories
And
ever.
Lee sits down with Jolo and Dibs.
Okay.
We're live in Miami, Radio Row, and he's chewing gum. And we're about to go on the air, and he takes his gum out of his mouth, and I'm sitting next to him. Takes his gum out of his mouth, and he puts it underneath the chair.
Classic.
And I'm watching this going, oh my God, high-powered agent. This guy's a dirtbag. And he puts the gum under his seat, and I'm watching it going, okay, this is like really weird. Whatever. Interview ends, and he walks off with his handler, and I'm like, mixing a shower because he's really disheveled and unkempt.
That's kind of Lee.
Right.
Yeah,
And so
he probably
an
had
hour
just
later,
showered.
we have Phil Simms and Boomer Esiason on together. And it's like, wow, what a great get. And these two are going back and forth and having fun. And Phil Simms, we're done, and we're shaking hands. He stands up, and he has a piece of gum connected to his pants. And as he stands up, it's boom, like a long piece of gum. And now Phil Simms' pants are absolutely covered in gum. And I look at our producer at the time.
My man.
My man. And I said, dude, grab a napkin. So now I have a wet napkin, and I am dabbing at Phil Simms' inner thigh to try to pull Lee Steinberg's gum off of Phil Simms' slacks.
It's a phenomenal story.
Lee
It's
Steinberg.
an absolutely
And-
phenomenal story.
My man, dude, my man, mix in a napkin, and how about you dab at Phil's crotch for a while? Phil, I'm so sorry. Thanks for joining us. Dab, gum,
coming
gum. Dude,
We're coming back.
seriously.
Evan?
All right. Well,
Anyway,
Got
I'm
2
sorry.
minutes.
every time I feel like I
Steady's standing up.
Yeah, I will keep
Standing
this
up.
one tight
Yeah, I better
just for
make
you,
it quick.
Sonny. It also
Thank
does
you.
help me as
Yay!
well. Apparently, phone shaming. I just found out about this a minute ago. My phone is too small, and let me. You know what's bugging me about this is that all of you guys. We talked about this last segment too. Apparently, my eyesight's going to be failing me in approximately 15 years. But for now,
That's true.
I got 20/20 vision, so I will take advantage of how small a phone can be until I can. So the
Size matters.
Yes, it does.
Thank you.
Both big and small. So my iPhone 10 mini is perfect up until the max battery reaches, I think, like 70%. Down to 80 right now. It's got a couple cracks, but I can see. And that is why I will have my small phone till the day I die.
Okay.
As long as I can see.
Not till the
Yeah,
day you die.
till
When
the
you
day
turn 45. Exactly.
Yeah.
When you
I'm gonna
turn-
I'll send you a postcard. Is that what you guys do?
What's traffic like out there?
Oh, CHP says it is just
I gotta
killer right
believe
now.
I'm going to be able to get out of the city quickly. I think.
You got somewhere to be?
Yeah. Where'd
We
you
actually
park?
Excuse me.
I mean,
does
close
that matter?
or at the old building or?
About
Stone's throw?
about 6 blocks away.
Okay,
It's like in
I'm just
Scarface where
curious.
he's like, you got the drugs? I got it close by.
Okay.
You know, you got the
All right.
money? Yeah, I got it close by.
All right.
All right, gents.
All right.
We'll see you on Tuesday, and you know we're going to see you on 95.7 The Game.
But not at the party.
Oh, boy. It was wrong.